Hi, welcome to Sprout from the Darkness, Soul Purpose Retrieval while overcoming unaddressed trauma, rising from the ashes, conquering the darkness, and ascending to the vibration and frequency of love and light. Let's share our passion for self-development and spirituality. Share your insights, learn from each other, and let's collectively evolve towards our highest potential. I'm your goddess, Jypze Nyx, and your divine demoness, Lucia Lilith. So, I'd like to just clarify a few things in this video. I am here sharing my viewpoints, perspective, stories, theories, and passions with all of you, whether that be in the form of faceless videos that I just want the message to be heard with no distractions, not even me. Some content may be me sharing my day, my thoughts, my writings, some product reviews. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what creative potentialities will present themselves here. Yeah, I'm here for all of it, and anyone else that is too. I'm not affiliated with any religious organizations. I do not identify as a dogmatic label. If I were to pick any man-made name, it would be Omnist, as there truly are many paths to enlightenment, and there is no one way or even right or wrong way to connect to and build a relationship with the divine or God or your higher self, whatever you want to call it. Each soul has its own unique blueprint. Like a snowflake, no two are alike. What information resonates with my soul and are gems that I need on my quest are not necessarily going to be the same for you and vice versa. And that's healthy and part of this vast human experience or Earth School curriculum. Audio from this YouTube video goes to my Spotify for podcast channel. I'll link it in the description. I say that to say, this channel is created as a safe place to express and create as a sovereign soul and spirit. I say those separately because they are. We are a spirit, we have a soul, and we inhabit a body. This is where the I am in me can showcase each facet of our divine multidimensional diamond, as well as the highs and the lows. We are here with the goal of returning to wholeness, integration, no longer being a fragmented soul, which means breaking the chains of the mental prisons. And oh, are there unfortunately so many that have been conditioned, programmed, and indoctrinated within us, deep in the psyche and emotional records, or Akashic records, of the collective, meaning humanity collectively and individually. After all, remember, the kingdom of heaven is within each and every one of us, and our awareness of and the connection to that has been severely blocked. And a majority of us have been taught to identify ourselves with everything other than it truly is, which is pure consciousness of the most high vibration, frequency, energy of love, an ethereal, perfectly designed, and unconditionally loved child of Source Creator, which is all that is, which all is, everything that is. We are co-creator gods that drop the entire ocean in existence itself, operating in a human avatar for many reasons. Our soul contracts to return to one, to return to all, to experience the awe and wonder and glory of creation and our creator. And that is one reason why we are here. And we have now been led to actively speak our truth on this platform and many platforms. To delve deeper into, I will expound that I'm using these platforms to share knowledge while telling a story of my own experience, a story of my interpretations of the ways of the world and gypsy jewels that I've collected on such a long scavenger hunt for universal truth, for God, for myself. Jackie Rose is a psychology major, studying to become a trauma therapist with a passion for neuroscience and neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain. According to Sigmund Freud, Jackie Rose represents the ego or reality, the human mind. Jypze Nyx would be the superego or morality side. And Lucia Lilith is then the ID, the identity, which thrives off pure instinct. This is a whole other episode in itself. I'll just say in another version, the Yoruba religion, they refer to it as three Ori. Jackie Rose would be the Ori Inu, which is the subconscious, the spirit that manifests the things you think and imagine most. The human is usually operating on autopilot, also known on running the rat race or the ways of the world. And because most don't control or redirect our thoughts via conscious living or filter the images they dwell on, their Ori Uni is not in alignment. Jypze Nyx is then the Ori Oron, the heavenly mind, and Lucia Lilith, the lower reptilian brain, is the impulsive actions that are then acted out by the Ori Ara, the physical mind. The Ori Inu, subconscious, shows that the brain has chemical reactions in the physical world, physical mind. When our heart brain is not in alignment, we can't hear the voice of our Ori Uni, our Ori Orun, our higher mind, and we are operating in the subconscious impulses which are creating our reality through our chemical reactions or electrical networking of our physical mind. I know that was a lot, but I'm aware that there will be a lot of ruffled feathers with my content in general, and I'm fully prepared for that. I view that as a good thing. It means we are challenging the persona, the ego, and the identity. We are challenging the limited belief systems that we were force-fed and poisoned upon for so long. When one is experiencing ruffled feathers, it's a sign of a triggered defense mechanism formed in the attempt to protect our psyche or to keep us in these programmed beliefs, like the Agent Smith effect. Jesus was a rebel of his times. He did not conform with any of the dogmatic practices and principles they had in that era. I had someone comment that I am was an egocentric way of honoring the God force that I've awoken to within me, but in the same comment saying they surrender to God, the irony. Mind you, I have I am that I am tatted on my chest. So again, telling my story here. Yeah, Jesus said I am 7 times in the Bible. Jesus said things like, before Abraham was, I am. And I and the Father are one. And if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. Also, John 10:34, Jesus replied, in your scriptures, doesn't God say you are God's? Jesus also said, do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. Matthew 10:34. Luke 12:49 through 56, Jesus causes division. He says, I have come to set the world on fire, and I wish it were already burning. I have a terrible baptism of suffering ahead of me, and I'm under a heavy burden until it is accomplished. Do you think I have come to bring peace to the earth? No, I have come to divide people against each other. From now on, families will be split apart, 3 in favor of me and 2 against, or 2 in favor and 3 against. Father will be divided against son, and son against father. Mother against daughter, and daughter against mother. And mother-in-law against mother-in-law, and daughter-in-law. And daughter-in-law, okay. And then Jesus said, he turned to the crowd, and he said, when you see the clouds beginning to form in the west, you say, here comes a shower, and you are right. And the south wind blows, and you say, today will be a scorcher. And it is. You fools, you know how to interpret the signs of the weather and of the earth and the sky, but you don't know how to interpret the present times? Okay. Now, then, it's those who cherry pick the spiritual scriptures, then look down at their noses with prideful and arrogant righteousness at people like me and mockingly say, and you call yourself godly, while never truly seeking the kingdom of heaven within or hearing the voice and the whispers of the universe and the divine that lives within and through our minds and our hearts. Yet rarely few who call themselves Christian are actually living in the way and the teachings of Yeshua, which was the avatar of Jesus, the Christ consciousness. That's a lot. Process that real quick. I know it's not easy breaking out of the mold. And the healing process is not all sunshine and rainbows, but nothing worth it comes easy. And it is beyond worth it at the end of the storm, my darlings. I would like to emphasize what I consider to be godly is and will not equate to what other perspectives and perceptions are. And that does not make me any less. Whether I refer to the Most High by whichever labels, I am referring to cosmic universal electromagnetic phenomenon that is consciousness, and that we all are at our core frequency in our DNA. Lastly, just to reiterate, I am here sharing my viewpoints, perspectives, stories, theories, and passions with all of you, whether that be in the form of faceless videos that I just want the message to be heard with no distractions, not even me. Some content may be me sharing my day, my thoughts, my writings, a wig reveal, product reviews. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what creative potentialities will present themselves here. Yet, I'm here for all of it, and anyone else that is too. Again, I do not affiliate with any religious organization, and I do not identify as a dogmatic label. If I were to pick any, it would be omnist. Because there are truly, in my opinion, my perspective, many paths to enlightenment, and there is no one way or even right or wrong way to build a connection with and a relationship with the divine or God and your higher self. And each soul has its own unique blueprint, like a snowflake, and no two are alike. So what information resonates with my soul and are gems that I need on my quest are not necessarily going to be the same for you, and vice versa. And that's healthy and part of this vast human experience or Earth School curriculum. Welcome aboard. Here we are a vibrant community of like-minded individuals, passionate about self-discovery and lifelong learning and growing.